Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of FsPassengers. It's a cloudy day in Columbus, which is probably true. I'm about 2.5 hours away, and it's pretty gloomy here. It's like gloomy every day. It seems like it's raining every day, thunderstorms every day. Kind of enjoy it, kind of don't. Now the plane is, I've got this pause right now, because I want to take a look when it started up, because we have this problem with the strobe and everything. They keep docking us. So let me unpause it. Now when it starts up, it was actually down here, that FIN strobe, and the only difference is this comes on right here. So I figure if this thing is started up with that, shouldn't that be how it is when I start up? And then when we go here, do we change it? Because you're supposed to have that on, I thought, when you were at the runway and everything. So maybe we just, do we just turn it on the entire time and see what it says? I don't really understand. This plane has me puzzled. Alright, so let's go to cold and dark. By the way, I've had many people ask me how do you do that. You hit shift and the number 5. Not number 5 on the right. Well, I guess maybe if you have, I don't know, I think I have all that stuff disabled over there because of EZDok, even though I don't actually use those keys. But hit shift and 5 at the top, and that's what you'll get. Alright, so the parking brake is now on. Let's just make sure everything is off. It does look like everything is off. Sometimes some things are left on, but alright, it looks like everything's off. So let's go up to the top here. FsPassengers, we'll start a flight. Today we are going to... Oh man, if they would shut up. I hate how they just keep talking and talking and talking. Actually, let me do this on each side. Do this way. Man, it's just like they talk and talk and talk. It's so loud. So we'll put it at 46%. We got to go 200 some miles. We're going to Lexington, Kentucky. Set this type real quick. Normal flight. Destination KLEX. Alright.
Destination set.
So somebody was asking me to go to KBLV, which is outside St. Louis, and I'm going to eventually go there, either the next flight or the one after. It's a little far for this one. I wasn't sure exactly, because we can't go all that far when we're completely loaded like this. And I know if we go there from Lexington, it's shaved off almost like 100 nautical miles or something. So I thought we better do another flight, at least one flight, before we head over that way. I actually want this near like 50%. We'll carry a little bit of luggage. I think 1% is just fine. We go to 2 and then back it down 1. There. We probably won't burn a couple of pounds of fuel in idling, but you know, at least we get a little bit of money for it.
Check flight control. Check FSX.
Make sure we got our passengers. We do. The sound effects, is it just me, or are they getting louder and louder and louder? That was really weird. Like the screen went dark, and it asked me if I wanted to run FsPassengers mini.dll. The heck? I had some problems yesterday. The screen going black, similar to when I was having display drivers, but it would crash on occasion. Was API.dll, and I think it was just because the computer was running out of memory. It was up in Toronto. Messing around. Alright, turn on the seatbelts. Seatbelt sign. Put on your seatbelts. We'll check our fuel. Turn these both on. Alright. Come back here. Put these both to full. Got a little bit of fuel. Let's turn on our battery. Nav. I'll put on this strobe because that's how they had it. Mags. fuel boost, start the engine. Alright, move that all the way up. Can kill the fuel boost. And we'll turn on that alternator. Come down here and do the same with the right. Mags, fuel boost, start the engine. That all the way up and kill that fuel boost. And check this cowling because I don't even remember how they are now. Because I think it was last fight or something I realized because I don't have the box anymore when we were in DX10, so they are open. See, I thought it was the other way around, but apparently not. And so let's turn on, we'll use windshield heat, pitot heat, turn on the avionics. Let's hit up ATC real quick so we can get them going. We're going to the south for the most part.
November 48765, ready to taxi, south departure. Viper, November 48765, taxi to and hold short of runway 4, using taxiway Charlie Alpha, Alpha 4, contact tower on 128.1 when ready.
Alright, got that. Turn on the progressive taxi.
Taxiway Charlie Alpha, Alpha 4.
Flight director's on. Don't need the yaw damper. Don't know what ground clear. I'm not even really sure what that is. Alright. We shouldn't have turned on before. I always say that we shouldn't have actually turned on because we haven't been pushed back yet. I always forget. It's like we're here where I get started up. I need to start doing that. I realize that. Let's fix this because it's not what we want. 200, 150, 100. That's probably good enough for now. We'll deal with that in a little bit. Moving that down. I did not turn on the right alternator. I knew I was forgetting something. Alright. Let's see where we gotta go here. Right or left? We're going to the left. Park brake is off. And we're moving on back. You know, I really like this plane. It's just, I wish we didn't have this problem with the strobe and not having a beacon and everything. It's really freaking annoying, to be quite honest. And it makes me want to get out of this plane. That sucks because I really do enjoy the plane. It's a fun plane to fly. We've got so many other planes as well, but of course there's the problem with the money, in that we don't have much. I was thinking about this today, it's so much harder to get this company very big like we did with Air Hauler or anything, because in Air Hauler we have, you know, pilots, other pilots that can bring in money, and this is just me. And I thought for the longest time that you actually could hire people. I don't know why I thought that. Alright, stop the pushback. I'm gonna adjust my mic here. Let's turn on our taxi light. Alright. Let's get going. I can't even remember what runway you said. Runway 4, huh? Alright, let's get going. Hopefully it is not far. It's not that big of an airport. Of course, it looks completely different. When we came in, it was completely dark. I love the scenery, though, man. The scenery with all those lights and everything, it looked really good. Of course, we don't do many night flights. People don't like it. When I started Air Hauler, I did nothing but night flights because I always set the time to when I was actually flying. And I always had to fly when I got home and everything, so it was dark. I stopped that. It was like, I can't see anything. I can't see anything. It's like, sorry, I'll stop doing it. Now, is this not... Okay, so the taxiway splits right here. I was going to say, I didn't see any runway sign. Let's see if this is 4 or not. It looks like it is, but we can't get there from here. at least straight from here. So we're gonna have to go use the taxiway at least for a little while, and then switch over. Nah, man, there's not gonna be a taxi line for a while. Oh, hey, look at that! Like a Cessna or something. I completely screwed up that turn, although I was looking at him. Alright, let's put out some flaps. I'll use 2 notches just because we're probably kind of heavy. We'll take off from right here. I don't see any reason to go all the way down. It's daytime, you can do it.
Alton Tower, Piper, November 487.
It's legal during the day.
Runway 4, south departure. Piper, November 48765, cleared for takeoff. Runway 4, south departure. Approved.
Alright. Acknowledge that.
Takeoff, runway 4, Piper 765.
Alright, we'll get up here just a little ways more. Alright, stop it right here. And let's check this out. I'll trim it just a little bit. Get these off the screen. I don't know why, but I always hate those flashing on the GPS. That won't go back. There we go. Alright. So we're going to leave the strobe like that. We'll turn on our landing lights. Need to adjust our heading. I can't read that for anything. 040. Ah, come on now.
Cessna 26 Romeo, cleared, touch and go, left traffic, runway 4.
Oh, they just cleared that, dude? Alright, well, we gotta get out of here.
Touch and go, runway 4, Cessna 26 Romeo.
Said runway 4, so he's gotta be coming from our right. I don't see him down there. Alright, so let's just do a rolling takeoff. We'll get out of here as quick as we can. It's not as much runway as I thought. We should be fine. Doesn't take a whole lot of speed to get this thing off the ground. And we're good. Positive rate, gear up. Make sure we clear those trees. Alright, get rid of 1 notch of flaps. I believe we gotta head to our right. There's downtown Columbus. We could buzz that. Alright, flaps are fully retracted. I want to kind of just go over there a little bit. Why not? Hopefully we have plenty of fuel. Should. It's 200 and some miles. But you got to remember we don't have the full range because we are completely full with passengers and baggage. What would we say, 50% of the tank? Something like that. 40-some% maybe.
Piper 765, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Alright. Sayonara to you, buddy. Check out the frame rate. Yeah, we're up near 30. Trying to pitch this thing, keep level. I don't want to go too high. I want to kind of buzz these buildings. Hopefully my passengers don't disapprove. Like I said, I was kind of surprised. Columbus is like the 2nd biggest metropolitan area in the state of Ohio. I believe Cleveland is number 1. I thought Cincinnati would have been the 2nd biggest, but no, it's actually Columbus, which I find kind of surprising. Well, there's a freaking radio tower to our right. Glad I didn't go near that. It doesn't seem that big. I've been there many a times, and it just doesn't seem that big. Then again, they did say it's the metropolitan area, not just the city limits itself. We're going a little fast. Also, we need to get our cowlings up. Here we go. Alright. I can't even get a good, decent look. Alright. Back on track. Let's go to Lexington. Alright. Desired track 219. Move this over. I'm flying blind and I hate it. Hurry up. 219. I'm surprised that we're in the yellow here with our speed. So let's climb a little bit higher, quicker. And it starts raining. Great. Was that guy practicing or something? AI? Alright, so get these off. Gotta remember which one's, because this yaw damper's got yaw auto and yaw on. Let's put auto. Turn on the autopilot. The heading. Just take our vertical speed to 700. Let's see if it follows. I can't remember if I have to hit VS or not. Just like the weirdest autopilot. Okay, it does not. Because we're at 1100 feet a minute right now. So let's hit vertical speed. It should take it down to 7. I'm not sure how high we're going to go. Maybe 10.5, 12.5. I don't know. I haven't really decided that. Let's go to the right just a little bit. Get back on our actual course. Course set by the GPS. Go over just a little bit. Alright, we're about 3,700 feet. I'm gonna start pulling back on that. Can turn off our taxi light. Landing lights are still on. And it is a gloomy day. Really not a day you should be up flying, especially in a small plane. I'm gonna hasten our ascent. 900 feet a minute. Let's take a look outside. Really getting into the gray. See, in the Columbus area, it gets really rural pretty quick. I used to go there quite a bit. One of the job I had, I was a driver, and I used to go to Columbus quite a bit. It's about 2.5 hours away. Just go straight on 23, and it takes you the entire way. Yeah, it's pretty rural. That's why I never thought, you know, that Columbus was all that big. And I'm not a fan because, of course, that's where Ohio State is, and I'm a Michigan fan. Huge Michigan fan. I used to wear a Michigan hat when I would go up there, and people did not appreciate that at all. Alright, but we are well on our way. Let's see, does it give an estimate of how long it's going to be? It's only 130 nautical miles? What in the world? I'm pretty sure... I just don't get it. Maybe 130 nautical miles, but I think Flight Sim Commander is giving it the same. Because it was like 200 and some. So I don't get it. And if it's not that far, we don't need to go all that high. It will stop about 10.5 or something. But that's, I'm sure, because I checked that one out St. Louis and it was 330 or something, and I think this was like 240 or something. So I don't know how it's got 130. But yeah, it's not far. Columbus is basically middle of the state, and Lexington is in the north, about central part of the state over, east and west, and to the, well, not maybe complete north, but like Louisville is. Yeah, I wouldn't think it would be all that far, but alright, whatever. So I'll go ahead and speed it up, and I'll be back in just a bit. Alright, everybody, slowing it down. We're about 3,500 feet. Hold on. Send a little bit quicker. We see our speeds getting a little fast. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Here we go. KLEX. Let's see where it is. No, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. There we go. Good. Now we're a little lower than I wanted. Trying to stay right at 3,000. Let's go to 2,800. You can see the passengers are getting scared and I'm getting dinged for it. It's not my fault. They're scared of the weather. Be able to see how I should be responsible for that. That's why I came down a little bit more and came down quicker, because get him out of the weather. That doesn't seem to help us any. Hit up the Lexington Tower, full stop landing. We are getting close. 24.7 out.
November 48765, Lexington Tower. Fly straight in, runway 22, altimeter 3009.
22.
Fly straight in, runway 22, Piper 765.
I think there's actually 2 runways, but I was thinking that they actually closed one of them. The smaller one. I could be wrong. Let's see, 22. Enter. There we go, ILS 22. There we go. Yeah, just load it. Let's see, let's straighten up. We actually need to go to the left a little bit. To get onto our ILS approach. And we're already probably low enough. Let's go to the map real quick. Yeah. Just need to get the ILS. Don't tell me that it's gonna freeze up on me. Oh my god. Every time it goes black for a little bit, I get worried now. Let's check out the ILS. See, there is 2, but I thought one of them was closed. But AirNav didn't list one as being closed either. They actually listed everything for all 4 runways. 2, whatever you want to say it. 110.5. Alright, so 110, and we'll switch that up. 110.5. There we go. Switch that up. Where is our course button? I cannot remember where the course button is. Is our heading? Where is the course? It's 226. I cannot remember where our course button is. Keep moving in and out of aircraft and you forget where everything is. Nah, I don't think it's all that important. We actually need to move our mixture all the way up, by the way, since we're below 3,000. Let's go ahead on our procedures, since we can see it here. Go on our procedures and activate the approach. Come on. Activate the approach. Enter. And there we go. You can see we're below the glide slope. The weird thing is, it's saying to the right, but we're actually to the right of it. I don't quite understand. Though we don't really need to go to the left any. I'm gonna give it some more throttle. We're going quite slow and it's taking a while. slowed way down. It was taking forever. Yeah, I can't remember where is the course knob. There's got to be a course knob, right? It's not this. Here, can I change it like that? See course 227. How come I can't switch it? I don't quite understand. Because it's course 226, but I don't know how to put it in now. Don't get too fast on me. Alright. See if we can switch over to nav. I'm always worried whether or not it'll work. We're almost there. Right onto the approach area. Seems to be a strong headwind. See, it's saying it's actually way out to the left. Now, did you see it? I really don't like flying. That's one thing I don't like about this is every time we make an approach on this plane, I suck at it. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's like, I don't know, I've always had a problem. You all have seen it every time in this plane. I end up screwing something up on the approach. And see, with the nav wasn't flying us to the edge like it should be. Like most planes do, like the Cessna and everything does. Although I guess that's actually to the ILS. Yeah, that's why. It's because this is you would have the GPS nav if you want. I shouldn't say nav. But you know how we have like GPS nav on some planes and some planes you don't? Let's take it off heading and put it on nav. We're still well below the glide slope. Alright, heading's on 226. It looks like we're right on it. Alright, she's coming out, so nav is working. Surprised we're that below the glide slope. We're actually descending a little bit. No, we're not. Just getting us back to 2800. Because how far are we out? 3 miles. That's to the waypoint, though. So wait until the glide slope to switch over to approach. You can see it is quite windy out. You can see the plane moving around. You see the range automatically adjusts. That'll throw you off too. That could have been one of the things that was throwing me off before. Because at 1 minute we're at one range and then another it's completely different. So you gotta be careful of that. .2 out to, was it Brittle?
Lexington Tower,
Now see, that was showing us way off, and now it went to a wider range. I don't get it. Coming up on the glide slope. Alright, we're off that. You see, we are low. I use the approach hold. I'm gonna go ahead and start slowing down. Let's see if it brings us down. So far it's not. It's bringing us up, if anything. Alright, here it comes down. Right, cut the throttle back a little bit. Although I think we're making a much better approach this time. This is probably the best approach we've made in this plane. Alright.
Cleared to land. Runway 22. Piper 765.
Yeah, this is like the best approach that we've made in this plane. This has been a big crapshoot every other time. Although it doesn't seem like we are going a little to the right. It'll probably bring us back left. I need to slow us down. I'm gonna go ahead and put the gear out.
American Pacific 2360, contact Lexington, departure on 120.15.
Alright, why not your flaps?
American Pacific 2360.
The good thing is we're back up to 98. We were actually at 98 when I sped it up the very first time. I'm not sure exactly what I did to get them down to 98, but they weren't happy about something I did. I'm not sure if it's because we were so close to the buildings I wasn't really paying attention to exactly when it went down. But I noticed when I sped it up the very first time it had dropped to 98. At least we got some back from them being scared, because what am I supposed to do? It's the weather. I can't control it. Don't they know they're in safe hands? You can see the wind down here. Yeah, it's 20 knots, man. That's actually seems kind of brisk. Kicking us over to the right. Alright, we're below the glide slope for some reason. I'm cutting the autopilot. I'm taking over. Well, I thought I was. Apparently that button doesn't like controlling the autopilot in any plane now. Full flaps were way over. The approach ended up being crap. More throttle so we can climb just a little bit. Man, how did it get so off course? Alright, we're right on the glide slope, but hell, this is going to be absolute crap. Oh my goodness. I need to slow down, I know, but I'm fighting this wind as well. We are all over the place. Oh my god. Going around. Wow. Gear going up. Decrease the flaps a little bit. I don't know how we got so off course and everything, but that was not good. Alright, flaps are fully retracted. Oy vey. Alright, let's not climb too steep. I'd like to keep the airport in view if I can, and make the shortest approach possible. Although not too short, because I do want to be able to... It was totally crap. I don't know how the plane got off so off course. I should have killed the autopilot earlier, too. Should have noticed we were getting so off course. Ah, jeez. Alright. Make a tight turn to the right. That map is kind of useless. I don't like that map. It's... I think we were actually supposed to do our missed approach to the left. But we had the runway way over to the left, and that's why I went right. Although I guess technically we should have gone that way. But like I say, I was like, the runway's to our left, so we probably shouldn't cut over that. Although we were the ones cleared for the runway. Alright. So, this says that the LS is behind us, but this says that we're actually flying kind of catty-corner to the right. I think we're actually a little too high now. We're at 2,700 feet. Although I don't know how far we are out now because that stupid map keeps changing. Thank you, map. That's another reason you suck. Don't let the speed drop too much. But now that, because that map changed, it's a little harder to find the airport now. Are we right over the airport? Good lord. Stupid map. I can't tell how far we are. What was that stupid thing? Alright. We need to get down just a little bit as well. I didn't realize we were that close. I knew that we were getting too high. Like I said, I didn't know we were that close to it. Daggone. Alright. Alright, so let's get down a little bit. And just slow down as well. Being so close and all. I really want to land this thing, man. This has gotten crazy, this flight. Don't bank too much though. Gear coming out. Flaps. We need to get down. We're still way too high. 2,300 feet. Power up a little bit. Alright, we're too low. That's actually good. Because now we can climb a little bit and get a better look at the airport coming in. That was one problem I had when I killed the autopilot the first time. I couldn't actually see the daggone airport. The runway. Now we're right on it. Should be a better approach. Couldn't be much worse. You know, if you think about it. Trying to trim this thing like crazy, but man, we are so trimmed up. Alright, let's get down. Second notch of flaps. Trying to trim this thing like crazy. It's finally getting back in now. Alright, we're at full flaps. Seems like we're never able to come straight in with this plane. We're always at an angle, as you can see. Feels like we're coming down a little steep. See how we're at an angle? Going way too fast. Whoa, come on over. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Wow, see, we were going way too fast. Yeah, way too fast. I wanted to get off the runway there. Wow, it would have been a actually quite good landing if had we not been going that fast. I'm surprised we couldn't cool off speed that any quicker than that. Retracting the flaps. Damn. Damn. Because that would have been really, really good. Just way too fast. Alright, we'll turn right here.
Hyper 765, turn
Man, come on, ladies, shut up. That's what I hate ATC. Obviously, I'm getting off the runway. I have to get to the next taxiway, idiots.
Hyper 765, contact ground on 121.9er.
Sure thing.
Going to 121.9er, Hyper 7.
Going over to parking.
Lexington ground, Hyper November 4.
Landing lights off.
65.
We're gonna leave it. Turn on the taxi light. Leave the strobe like it is.
General aviation parking. Via taxiway Alpha 1 Alpha Charlie.
Alright.
General aviation parking.
Open up the
Taxiway
cowlings.
Alpha 1 Alpha Charlie. Hyper 765.
Alright, here we go. Taxi on over to the left. Get that out of the way. Yeah, that was a really challenging landing. The last few have been like that, where it's like we gotta almost crab it for some reason. I'm not really sure why. But if you look at the wind, it was almost, I think, straight with us, a tailwind. So we shouldn't really be at an angle like that. But it would have been a really good landing had I not been going extremely fast. I mean, we almost touched down the first time. We were just under 100 knots. If I remember correctly, we need to be way slower than that. There we go. I had to take my hands off the controller for a minute. Cancel FS recorder. There we go. Back online. Into Lexington. I think we've only been here like once before, actually. It's so close to Huntington. We're here once in the air hall. We haven't been out here in FsPassengers, obviously. But Lexington was a long time ago. That's like one of the first few flights. I think we had to stop there actually just to get fuel, just to refuel. This is in the winter time. There was a bunch of snow on the ground. I remember that. I've actually flown out of here before. To and from. It was terrible. On the way down, our plane was having, we were supposed to take off to Atlanta on the way to Daytona Beach, Florida, and the plane that we were supposed to take was having engine trouble, so we were delayed like 8 hours. And you know, when they tell you your plane's having engine trouble, it's not like I don't really want to get on that plane, you know? I mean, sure, they fixed it, but it's like, damn. Engine, kind of important. Don't like to hear that it's been having problems. Alright. I guess we actually could park anywhere. I think isn't the airport bigger than this though? I'm not sure why they got it looking so small. I'm not parking all the way over there, I'm parking right here. Alright. Speed up a little bit. We're still at 98%, so they didn't mind the insane landing go around. Attempted landing go around landing. Alright, stopping right here. Let's remove this yoke. Parking brake is on. Gonna cut the fuel. Alright, turn off the mags. I don't know if we should do that first or last or what. Turn off the alternators. Turn off the taxi light, nav light, strobes. telling me my landing lights were off? They better not have been off. They had to have been on. What in the world? Turn the battery off. Should I turn this stuff off too? Shoot. Right, that's off. Remaster off. Get these right here. That's it. Should have had them deboarding. My goodness. Although we can do it immediate too. I'll go ahead and close the cowlings. I don't hear him talking. Wonder why they... There they go.
Okay.
It's always a woman, too. It's always the woman. Yeah, you're out, buddy. Alright, let's go see how we did. Not sure it was that great. Flight distance 131 nautical miles. Time airborne hour 9 minutes. Seemed like a lot longer than that. Flight time hour 19. Time on the ground 14 minutes. Average speed 113.75 knots. Climb time 14 minutes 55 seconds. Cruise time 15 minutes 10 seconds. Average cruise speed 155.82 knots. Descent time 39.08. I'm not sure what would be included. Would that include the missed approach? Anyway, landing speed 89.94, landing touchdown 117.7 kiss with a pitch of 1.43 degrees. Landing weight 4,596, total fuel use 168 pounds, climb fuel use 53, cruise 34, cruise fuel an hour 137, descent fuel use 79. So I guess that would be, yeah, the descent includes the mist. Opinion, very good flight, professionally done at 8%. Thank you very much. 607 for the tickets, 17 for the cargo. Fuel is 159, airport taxes 5, insurance 27, total real income $433. Times of 50, 21,650. So the flight was very good, ticket price is good, passenger think it should be 98%, so we're up to 95, an increase of 0.29. We got our 180 points that we always need. Made a very smooth landing. Good flight, no problem. Satisfied passengers was 100. You landed at the scheduled airport plus 30. We lost 60. I think that's better than 80. We usually use 80. It's considered bad practice to leave the landing lights turned on when the aircraft is on the parking ramp. I don't know. Did we do that? It's considered bad practice to leave the strobes turned on when the aircraft is on the parking ramp. But we didn't get dinged for the beacon, so I think that's what we need to do. Just leave it on FIN strobe. Yeah, at least the beacon on? I guess. I don't know. Confused. But we didn't leave the landing lights on, did we? I don't know. Close that up. Well, we're in Lexington. I don't know where we'll go next. Probably we'll go over to the... I think it was KVLB they wanted me to go to, outside St. Louis. So I'll check on that. But that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. It was, it ended up very awkward, to be quite honest. But I hope you all enjoyed it. See you on the next episode.